Being the principal of Bostonia is a really unique experience. I've been a principal at other sites, and I think the thing that makes it most unique is the staff that I work with. The educators that we hire here we call advisors, and instead of having to teach teachers how to put kids at the center of all that they do, that's an expectation that we have. So that single fact of having educators that are used to providing the wraparound services, focusing on the whole child, and really interested in building strong relationships with students makes leading this staff incredibly unique and different than most high schools.
The shift is you're not thinking about the role, you're thinking about the purpose. And it's a lot of work around mindset. At Bostonia Global, all people, all humans, all adults are advisors. And the advisor is the person who is the #1 proponent of relationship building within a student's life. And that's crucial, right? Because that means that your mindset shifts from the most important part of your day is your content to the most important part of your day are your conversations and the time you're having with these wonderful kids.
We always start with knowing our students deeply, and we hope that that guides where our instruction goes. At Cone Valley, happy kids and healthy relationships on a path to gainful employment is our North Star. That's what we're trying to achieve and help support all students be able to leave us with. And so that path to gainful employment is really the piece that we are attempting to integrate into everything that we do inside of our classrooms. And it really comes down to intentional practices around teachers getting to know their students and building engaging lessons around that. So as the students get older and become more capable of talking around who they are and knowing themselves, we begin to start talking about, I hear that you're saying that you're somebody that really loves to work with your hands and you're very curious. Have you ever thought about this career that you might want to know more about? And really helping kids to understand that there is so much out in the world and that this idea of exposure inside of our classrooms is something that can be integrated into the academics that we're doing on a daily basis.
That exposure that we're giving them, even if they're 5 years old, taking ownership of that and kind of experiencing it through play and interaction, it's just really cool to facilitate.
When students can learn the language of speaking about self, speaking about their strengths, interests, and values, speaking about preferences, speaking about career-related goals, that's very empowering. You are giving students the ability to actually build and project their future.
We cast a wide net so that we can collect all of our interests. But once we start to put those pieces together, we start to sort of narrow in on how that aligns with who I am and what my goals are in life. The major difference in terms of instruction is that it's more individualized. It's more personal, and I think it takes deeper relationships to be able to do it correctly, to really know your kids. I think there's a lot more of that here, and we just have the time to be able to do that.
If you create a shift in mindset that as an administrator, as a teacher, as a staff member, as a counselor, as any position within the school, your purpose is relationship building #1. And you are the networker supporting students as they matriculate through this really difficult time of life called high school into where is it that they're going next. And the reality is when you create a system that revolves around who kids are and allows their strengths, their interests, and passions to be the forefront of what they do, school becomes relevant.
The hope that I have for students as they're graduating and they're leaving us is I really hope that they will continue to be seen in the world the way that they've been seen here. I really hope that they continue to be empowered to pursue what their true values are, what really interests them, you know. I hope they continue to be able to have really like the luxury to expand on their strengths, because that's a luxury to do it here. But sometimes out there in the real world, you know, that might not happen. So that's my hope for them, is that they have continual experiences that match and meet up with like what we've been able to do for them here.